Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. I do appreciate you taking a little time out to check out this beer. This is Minor Threat from Baa Baa Brewhouse. These guys are down in Texas. This was sent to me by Andrew, and the note he sent says Baa Baa Brewhouse, Minor Threat, New England style IPA, 6.9% ABV. No IBUs are available. He said it was canned on April the 30th, 2018, and today is the 17th of May. So this is a tad over 2 weeks old. He says it's 3 times dry hopped with Nelson, Citra, and Galaxy hops. He also mentioned that he works part-time for this brewery, and it is the first Houston brewery that put out a New England style IPA. They run a 3-barrel system but are currently upgrading to a 7-barrel system. So he seems to think this is a tasty beer. Might be a little biased since he works there part-time, so we shall see how impressed it is to this guy. So Andrew, thanks a bunch, my brother. Do appreciate you sending it. And he sent me beers, I think, quite a while back, and so he sent me a couple cans from Texas, and this was one of them. And like I said, I read you the ABV. We got the date. We don't have IBUs listed. Let me check over here at Untappd just to make sure. Nope. And they have the same thing written there that I read off the sheet that he sent about the type of hops that they've used in this one. So, big 16-ounce can, plain Jane can with a stick-on label. That tells me that they're concentrating on what's going inside the can than printing up a bunch of fancy cans that either get thrown away or recycled. So I appreciate when they do stuff like this instead of printing up a bunch of fancy cans, guys, that adds cost to the beer. Just put it in a plain Jane silver can and put a stick-on label on it and let it roll, baby. That's what I like. And a lot of breweries are doing that now instead of having a bunch of fancy cans printed up. So, first beer of the day. Let's jump on in here. Get the top popped on this thing. And we'll see how close I think it is to a New England style. Alright guys, into the glass we go. Looks pretty cloudy coming out. Looks a lot like orange juice. Food pairing cuisine is curry, Thai, cheese, and pepper, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue, cheddar, stronger cheeses, meat, poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon. I'll add grilled meat to that. Glassware to pint. Becker, Nonic, tumbler, mug, stein, Sidel. I'm using my favorite tulip glass. And not recommended for extended celery. Drink them fresh, guys. That's the whole reason they put a date on it. So you can. Wow. Wow. It looks pretty impressive right there. It looks like a glass of orange juice, don't you think? Maybe just a lighter color. Maybe it's a mix half and half between orange juice and grapefruit juice. But it is definitely a bright yellow color. About a finger of head on that pour. Seems to be well carbonated. Looks pretty interesting. Very, very cloudy, guys. To the nose we go. Wonderful aroma here, guys. I believe they've got the aroma nailed down on this one. Grapefruit, oranges, pine, tangerine, some tropical fruit notes. Very citrusy. Wow, it smells absolutely awesome. Looks awesome. Smells awesome. Let's see if it tastes awesome. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Andrew. Very tasty. Everything I was getting on the nose, I'm getting on the taste. Maybe a hint of some peaches in there too. That is very smooth. Very well balanced beer. Not getting a lot of bitterness on the back end for an IPA, especially something that's been triple dry hopped. Very pleasant. Very, very pleasant. I can see why he's proud of this, and working part-time there, I'm sure he's a big fan of this beer. And if I could get it here, I probably would buy this beer here too. Very nice. Very well done, New England style IPA, guys. Well, I'm going to throw this back in and pour into the glass before I go off camera, but very impressive right now. We're going to sip on this, let her taste it, and then we'll come back and see where she drops in the grade. All right, guys, I'm back. Awesome lacing is left on the glass here. Very tasty New England style IPA. The guys have nailed it on this one. Very impressive beer out of Texas. A lot of breweries are jumping on the bandwagon for this style of beer, and I am spoiled rotten as far as this style of beer. I absolutely love them. This is a very tasty beer, guys. Not one of the best I've ever had, but it is a superb example coming out of Texas for a New England style. Final chug. Absolutely delicious, guys. Probably going to go against the grade on this one as far as what everybody else is saying. I can't think of a single reason other than it doesn't have that super bright orange. It's more of a yellow color than a bright orange juice color. But still, like I said earlier, I would buy this beer if I could get it here. Guys, I think this is an A beer, and that's what I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it a 98. That's what I'm going to give it. It's a very impressive beer. I would buy it. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 3.93 out of 5. I think it's better than that, guys. That's why I gave it the grade that I did. It's just my opinion, though. Beer tastes are very subjective. What I may like, you may not, and vice versa. What you may like, I may not. So if you like this style, the New England style, these guys have nailed it pretty damn good. And if you say, oh my God, that's a 10 beer, I wouldn't argue with that. I would not argue with that one iota. It is very pleasant to me. Like I said, I've had a little bit better, a little tastier, but it's right up there with the rest of them. Very comparable to what Treehouse and Trillium and some of the other ones that have been doing this style of beer for a while. So, Andrew, I can see why you like this beer. Very impressive beer. I wish it was available here so I could buy it myself, and I would buy it. So let's jump over for our final check-in to Untapped, and they have it at 4.26. Not the best numbers I've seen from those, but definitely into their A category also. So if you've had this one from Baa Baa Brewhouse, this is their Minor Threat triple hopped New England style IPA. Not to the double or imperial IPA, but very, very well done. Very nice. Impressive beer. I enjoyed it. Thanks, Andrew. All right, guys, if you've had this one, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in that fridge.